As we sit gathered together here in Kuwait, as we sit gathered together here in Hawali, I am reminded of my father, a Palestinian refugee who in his youth shared a 3-bedroom apartment with his 5 siblings. It was located just a few blocks from where we currently sit. Born in 1965, my father is of the generation where men were expected to be men, which meant starting a family and growing his social circles at Duaniyas through the thick smoke of mint shisha. Moreover, he was to have a respectable profession, something like medicine or engineering. But my father, he didn't dream of medicine or engineering. He dreamed of art. What my father loved was what my DLS calls beautiful designs that were not just a product of great imagination, but a product of carefully plotted designs chosen to create a visual representation of the idea and the imagination. As luck would have it, however, my father happened to have an uncle in the jewelry industry, and after a quick internship, he realized that starting a shop would be a way to express his artistic passions while still living up to the expectations put upon him by his family. And so he did and was successful, first starting a business with his cousins, then starting his own at the age of 40. But here's the point I want to emphasize. My father didn't become a jeweler because it was his dream to be one, but because he was driven by the hope. Hope that his life could be better. Hope that he could leave that 3-bedroom apartment. Hope that he could leave the politics of the Duwaniya. Hope that he could be, at once, an artist, a father, and a provider. Tim Minchin, in a graduation speech that has now gone viral, commented on this very idea, observing, "Americans on talent shows always talk about their dreams. Fine, if you have something that you've always dreamed of, go for it. After all, it's something to do with your time." While Minchin goes on to advocate for the passionate pursuit of short-term goals, I want to advocate for hope. Hope is the backdrop to every dream, and without hope, one cannot dream or achieve. And while this may seem like a cliche or overthought idea, the concept of hope is actually rooted in research. According to a study done by Abraham Burgess, professor for the theory and practice of medicine at Stanford University Medical School, he discovered that with a little bit of optimism or hope, a person can not only fight a disease, but they can also heal faster. Additionally, Burgess looked at patients who were terminally ill. He noticed that instead of hanging on to the impossible dream of getting better, they instead had hope. They hoped for getting a good night's sleep. They even hoped for feeling well enough to go to the theme park. These patients were able to live more fulfilling lives and enjoy time spent with loved ones, even more so than those who were not even ill. It sounds silly to say that maybe we should make hope the focus of the school day. It seems like something people wouldn't take seriously, like it would be impossible to assess or like it wouldn't get us anywhere. But consider this. When are we going to use an atlas or plot linear equations or use the names of proper grammatical structures? Chances are slim that I'll ever use them. I might, but it seems like if I ever needed that information, I can just look it up on the internet or I'll be taught on the job. But what I'll use every day is hope. No matter what my profession, no matter where I live, and no matter how much or how little I have. So what would it mean if we embrace this idea and design classes around encouraging hope? Perhaps we could deliberately foster hope in schools by pushing our classes to become a haven in which all students can feel encouraged to express their true hopes, what it is they really want from life, and from those hopes then can develop dreams. Once that dream is realized, school can become a place of preparation and fulfillment of those dreams versus an 8-hour prison. Maybe within the walls of our second homes, we fill the halls with original art, quotes, or compassion clubs that let students know you are not alone. You are important and you can be the change. Research done at Berkeley University points to the correlation between hope and success within the classroom. Not only will students' success academically increase, but students will also have a stronger relationship with friends, lower the risk for depression, and even insight, imagination, and creativity within the projects. My dad was filled with hope. He started out in a societal box that many people don't have a chance to escape. He hoped for a more creative outlet, for a chance to do something else than what was inside his box, and it worked. He now owns Al-Gallaf, a jewelry store that allows him to mix his hope for a different future and his passion for making stunning pieces of art. So this is my advice. Start with hope. Hope for the little things and the big things alike. Don't let the spark within you be blown out because of societal pressures. Express your feelings. Let others in and allow them to hear your story. Support others when they share their lives with you. With the strong foundation of hope, your dreams will become more of a reality. Thank you.